It is officially mock draft season. Our Field Yates released his first mock draft today. This gets me really excited, okay, Field? We're going to be doing a lot more of this, okay? But, wow, Dan, you're making a fire over there.
I'm fired up about that.
Let's go. Let's see what you got here. All right, so you got quarterbacks going 1 and 2. An interesting fit for Travis Hunter.
Yes.
Cowboys taking a running back. So let me do a little disclaimer, though. This is not the order that you made up, Field. This is based on the current NFL standings. Take us through your top 3. Let's start with the Patriots at 3.
Well, so the Patriots do have pick number 3 now, which will be Travis Hunter. And if I were just doing an overall player ranking, the best player in the draft class to me is Travis Hunter. Is he a wide receiver? Is he a corner? I don't care. We'll figure that one out at a later date. He fits 1 through 32 because everybody could use a game-altering wide receiver and a game-altering corner. In the case of the Patriots, by the way, you might be able to use them both ways. We will see. I have been told that right now the idea for Travis Hunter is to play both ways at the NFL level. Is there a lot of precedent? There is not. That being said, have you seen many guys like him during their college careers? The answer is no. Now let's work backwards. Pick number 2, which is, as of right now, the Las Vegas Raiders. Cam Ward has had this blow-up season in his first and likely only season at Miami. One of the 4 Heisman Trophy finalists. Got a rocket of an arm. He can throw from a bunch of different angles. He's got some Houdini in the pocket to him. Has to be a better decision maker. Too many times this year, Miami fell behind early in the games because of some of Cam Ward's mistakes. He usually made up for it, but an interesting player who I do think will end up going very high, but not quite as high as Shedeur Sanders, of course, from Colorado, going to the New York Giants. And Shedeur basically top 5 in every major passing category this season. He's the most gifted, most natural pocket passer of all the quarterbacks in this year's draft class. Now, unlike Cam Ward, not a sudden athlete. A lot of what he has to do has to be on schedule, but he has tremendous poise. I know that being the son of Deion Sanders probably comes with some perks, also comes with a lot of pressure. Every year they met the moment. Has to be a more efficient and snappier quarterback in the pocket because, as you know, in the NFL, those guys come down and bear on you quickly with those pass rushes. And if you don't have an answer, I call it a second reaction play, you're going to be in trouble at the NFL level.
Dan, what do you think of Shedeur over Cam Ward at 1 versus 2?
Yeah, I'm good with that for now. I think the interesting thing about Shedeur versus Cam is it reminds me a little bit of when the Browns took Baker Mayfield. And my reasoning is this. To your point, you're not drafting Shedeur for the measurables. He's not big, powerful, sudden, mountain of a man athlete. He's not going to be dynamically athletic with the ball in his hands. But he's really good at seeing the field, throwing guys to open spaces. He's tough as nails in the pocket, and I love his ball placement. Oftentimes at that position, right, number 1 pick, you're 6'5", 240 pounds. Cam Ward, I love everything you said about him. The 2 things, 1, his arm is Gumby. I mean, he makes some throws that it's Dennis Eckersley type when it comes to the platform.
There's a throwback right there,
That was a good one.
There's a little bit of Caleb Williams in his game. We are always trying to hit the home run.
No doubt.
And I think, how much is that because he knew his defense was going to give up 40 points similar to Caleb at SC?
100%. One of the most common things that comes up in evaluating Cam Ward is exactly that. Is that why can't we play more like we do in the fourth quarter? In the first quarter, because when you play on time and on schedule, and by the way, this is the best supporting cast he's ever had. This guy played at Incarnate Word and then Washington State. Miami's got Xavier Restrepo. He'll go somewhere early in the draft. Elijah Arroyo, a tight end. He'll go early in the draft. He's got a running back get drafted as well. You would think that this would be the ideal circumstance for him to play more like an NFL style.
They're so contrary. The question of Shedeur is, are you going to be able to make those uncoachable plays, those plus plays? And for him, it's going to be, Cam Ward, can we get you to play in structure? Can you do the stuff that he does consistently? If you had them both together, you'd have Andrew Luck.
And by the way, just some perspective on where these guys rank in the overall big board. I've got Shedeur 14th and Cam Ward 17th. Make something very clear. This is not last year's class. I don't care what the order was last year. 1, 2, 3, all studs. These guys got some work to do.
Yeah, it's a good point. Also, ESPN Analytics, by the way, gives the Giants a 41% chance to earn that number 1 overall pick, which is the highest in the NFL. The Patriots are second at 24%. We'll see if it ends up being
And real quick, just so everybody at home knows, this guy was the first person to hint at the rise of Bo Nix and specifically attach him to the Denver Broncos back in March, okay? So pay attention to that. And I know there's a sleeper that you have in your mind. Don't give it out now, but there is a sleeper quarterback.
There will be some sleepers.
Taking all my willpower to zip it up right now, but yes, there is a quarterback sleeper that I do have a lot of affinity for. Didn't quite make the round 1 mock, but wouldn't surprise me.
What a tease.
I'll come out of a whole lot more of the